Pe bune că acolo înregistrat. Ești claustrofob? Nu.
911 emergency, what are you reporting?
Help.
This is 911, do you have an emergency?
Da, la asta da, la...
I just went away from home because I live in a family of 15 and we have abusing parents. Did you hear that?
On January 14th of 2018, a 911 call was placed from an apparent fleeing prisoner seeking refuge for her and her many siblings. The captor? Her own parents. Reporting to the call, a police officer found Jordan Turpin, a young woman in distress, desperately seeking help for her and her family.
I just ran away from home.
Okay.
Da.
And I live in a family of 15.
N-a primit cine este.
My two little sisters right now are chained up.
They're chained up?
Yes,
Where are they chained up at?
on their bed. Now, mother didn't chain them up just to be mean. Okay. They're chained up because they stole mother's food.
Uh-huh.
But I'm sorry if I talk too much. Okay. I've never talked to anybody out there, so I've never been alone with a person, so this is very hard for me to talk.
Almost immediately, we can see some unusual characteristics from Jordan. She admits that she has never talked with another person outside of her family, and it's apparent that she's clearly struggling to piece together her sentences.
What? No. Niciodată n-a întâlnit o persoană în afară de familia ei?
She speaks as if she's just a little girl. However, it shocks many to learn that Jordan was
Despre
17
bune, da,
at
sunt
the
de la
time.
poliție, de la BodyCam.
Dai să vezi când găsiți triangul un om mort.
Ce? Stai. Dai să vezi când o găsiști triangul un om mort? Holy fuck.
Time of this recording. She has been isolated from the rest of the world for almost her entire childhood.
Bă, ce
Jordan then
horny
shows the
sunteți, chat,
officers
să-mi
the
bag
pictures of
pula.
her siblings chained
Where
up back
she
at the
at?
house.
La rusul.
And after this, officers had all the evidence they needed to visit the home. Upon reaching the house, they gave a few unanswered knocks until a few minutes go by when David and Louise Turpin finally answer.
We got a call for a check the welfare here at your house.
They look immediately suspicious. However,
Titrări?
forcing their own hand, police discover the quick and desperate attempt at covering a hideous act of evil. They found a total of 12 more children between the ages of 2 to 29, all skinny and frail with bruises across their arms. It was very apparent that these children had been abused, and after searching their room, police found exactly what was reported: chains attached to the posts of children-sized bunk beds. For years, the parents imprisoned, beat, and strangled their children, allowing them to eat only once a day and
Doamne
bathe only once
ferește.
a year. The older children appear much younger because of malnourishment. The
Hello,
29-year-old weighed only
Noapte bună, cine ești?
82
Noapte bună, Elisa.
pounds, and the 12-year-old child had an arm circumference equivalent to that of a 4-month-old baby. For
Acum
years,
fata asta este
these children were
influențăriță pe
separated
TikTok.
from society,
Să mor tu.
forcing the scope of the world to be isolated
Stați așa
between
o secundă,
themselves
să aduc încărcătorul.
and the two evils keeping them captive. There's so much more that goes into this case than described in this video, and I encourage all those who are interested to take a look. Jordan has come out and spoke very publicly about the horrors that occurred in her own home and the struggles that follow after just discovering the world at the age of 17 years old.
Da, mă, Cristi, poți.
On
Asta
August
sunt reale,
16th of
frate.
2023, a woman was heard screaming from a busted-out window in Louisville, Kentucky. The police were alerted, and after arriving to the scene quickly, found that all the entrances to the first floor were completely barricaded. They soon noticed a window cracked open on the second
Are
floor,
unul pompat
and
de
after
milioane de
positioning a
followers.
ladder to reach the opening,
Damn.
discovered something harrowing.
Bravo ei, mă, frate. Sincer.
He did what? Is he Hispanic?
Mamă, frate, săracă, uite coaie că o legat-o de gât.
A
Bă,
woman
ce
was discovered
infecți.
chained by her neck to the floor of the
What the
second story
fuck?
room. However, after not finding any keys, resorted to using
Bro,
hatchets
săraca.
and metal cutters to remove the shackles from her body. After interviewing the woman in distress, it was discovered that she was forced into these chains by 36-year-old Moises May,
Ui la el
the
cum
man whom
arată,
she
du-te,
shared a child
dracu.
with. It turns out that a verbal argument quickly turned physical between the two, leading May to chop off locks of her hair with a machete and chain her to the room, stating, "I told you the next time you leave and don't come home, I'd kill you."
Jesus.
May was arrested just a few days after the rescue and faced multiple charges, some of which being assault, kidnapping, and physical harassment.
De pubă
You mentioned observing the bucket. I guess where in the basement was that located?
As you go down the stairs, if you turn to the immediate right, it was at the bottom of the stairs to the right.
Numele la
Pretty
clip,
close
disturbing things caught on police body cameras.
proximity to the stairs.
Yes.
After you made that observation, what did you do?
In February of 2022, police were called to investigate a crime scene at a family home.
Noapte bună, Ioșa.
Okay. Did you both see this? I opened the towel, I picked up the towel and dropped it because I don't know what the fuck it is, man. I had bad vision and she's like, is that what I think it is? I don't fucking
De pe net.
Tara Pakinich and Steve Hendricks awaited at the door.
€1. E crazy clipul cu pestera se auzeau sunete de femei elise oprea ublitsus și se spune despre pestera ca acolo mergeau ai dus și să facă sacrificii lui Satan și chiar este înăuntru pumnul.
Noi, da, frate, de o să ne uităm, ne
Shocked and
uităm.
confused.
Sună
They
interesant.
stated that they found something bloody awaiting them in the basement and have no idea what it could possibly be. As the police officer shines his light on the object in question, his silence speaks volumes. Lying in a blood-filled bucket was the dismembered head of Shad Thyrans, Tara's son. After investigation, it was found that the murderer was none other than Shad's own girlfriend, Taylor Shabusiness.
Bă...
Reported by Taylor, the murder occurred while under the effects of methamphetamine while having intercourse. She strangled Shad using a chain, violated his dead body, and then
De la
chopped
Met? De la Met au făcut așa ceva? Hell nah.
him up into multiple pieces before scattering them around his parents' basement.
Hell nah, what?
Most parts were hidden. However, police described two body parts being deliberately left for his mother to find. One was Shad's head, and the other was what police described as a male organ. Taylor was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
Na, uite-te la ea. Eu tăia coaiele, frate. Uite ce fericită-i. Uite ce fericită-i că eu tăia coaiele la ăla.
On October 16th of 2023, police were tipped about a suspected kidnapping of 23-year-old Chloe Jones in Akron, Ohio. They arrived at convicted kidnapper William Mazingo's home, and what they found was quite disturbing.
Cum ai așa build, frate, ești nebun, full face tattoos, jumate din dinți nu ai, gen efectiv nu s-a făcut update-ul complet. Numai pe la jumate, știi, ca și în WoW, de exemplu, când îți descarci patch-ul nou și poți să intri de la jumatea patch-ului în in-game. Exact așa e și ăsta, uite. Numai jumate de gură e full.
Found was quite disturbing.
Nu s-a încărcat textura. S-au încărcat chunk-urile.
No one else up there?
Uite, bă, ești prost. Cum arată mâncat. Bă, coaie.
Thompson? How far away is that?
Bro,
30
săraca.
minutes, like, close to starting.
Why don't you have a seat right there? Why don't you have a seat right there?
Bro. Săraca, frate. Uite cum arată, bro.
Probably a bullshit.
Yeah. Why don't you just sit down there?
Bă,
Lots of
săraca.
water.
Oh, we'll get you some stuff here.
Car number 12.
I'll grab you a bottle of water. Yes, hold on.
Hidden in the attic of William's shed was the brutally beaten Chloe Jones.
Bă, săraca,
For the
bă,
past
frate.
4 days, she had been physically assaulted with blunt objects and
Doamne
berated to the
ferește,
point that
bă,
her eyes
săraca
were swollen
femeie.
closed.
Ce retardat
She
există
looked
pe lumea
visibly
asta.
disoriented, and her first thoughts were even her
Na, chat. Oamenii ăștia, efectiv, death penalty, frate, direct, death penalty. In-game, ca să nu facă YouTube urât.
asking the police if she could please go to a hospital. It was discovered that William had been talking to Chloe for a
Nici
little
măcar
while.
închisoare pe viață, că e bine
One
în
day, on an
închisoare.
attempted date, William offered a ride to Chloe, to which she
Tortură,
mistakenly didn't
bineînțeles,
think
înainte de
twice.
death penalty.
Similar to what he actually did with many women before, William took Chloe to his shed and proceeded to hold her captive for multiple days. It turns out that William had been convicted of kidnapping other women on 3 different occasions in the past
Du-te,
decade,
dracu, de
each
obosit.
time only getting a light to moderate sentence. He is currently still standing trial for the kidnapping and assault of Chloe Jones.
Încă e în
However, I
trial.
truly hope that he doesn't get off as easy as he has in the previous years.
Man, pe omul ăla nu-l mai poți integra în societate. Literalmente, nu-l mai poți integra în societate. Explică-mi tu mie cum integrezi în societate așa om, care au făcut atâtea chestii de repetate ori.
Yo, Atlanta police, stop. Stop. Because you have an open container of alcohol. In public, you can't have an open container of alcohol. Give me your alcohol. Give me your ID.
In Orlando, a
No.
report was made of a young man causing a disturbance. The officer approached the man, and almost immediately, you could see the fear on his face. This was 19-year-old Sebastian Roman, who was walking around the mall intoxicated, trying to flirt and chat with women.
Ce rata și asta.
Just running a warrant to make sure you don't have any crazy warrants or anything like that. And I'm gonna get you out of here with just a verbal warning on the alcohol, okay? I'm gonna suggest you don't approach women in that manner. Yes, sir.
Luckily for him, this officer recognized that this young man was just being stupid and simply made a mistake. He seemed innocent enough and didn't want to ruin his life over a small disturbance. He decided to leave Sebastian with a warning and escorted him out of the mall. On his way out, however, Sebastian would make one more incredibly unfortunate mistake.
You're free to leave and everything. You have anything on you that would, drugs, guns, bombs, anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay.
I smoked earlier, though.
So you have some weed on you?
No, not anymore.
Okay. You mind if I conduct a search of your person real quick?
ese curios de
I don't think
reacție
you can.
este te
I'm
ca
asking.
un mare din
No.
piatra
What do you have inside your bag?
de si după ori început candelele se o ia rasna.
Damn, nu da. O să mă uit.
Some stuff that I need to get home.
Okay. Do you mind showing me?
No, I don't have to.
Okay.
De
Thank
ce
you.
au zis
Nope.
chestia asta?
Next time I see you here.
Okay.
I see it. It's a jar.
Trebuia să meargă
And it's got a
acasă
little bit
aici.
of weed in it.
Okay.
You think
I
I'm
just
dumb?
finished it.
Okay.
With the. when I
Is that
smoked
what's
earlier.
inside your bag?
Yeah. That's it.
Just the weed?
Yeah.
Okay. Take off your bag. Don't resist. You're gonna make it a lot worse than you need to. Take off your bag.
Sir, please.
Don't make
Bă,
this
dar de
worse.
ce au zis asta prostul? Uite ce prost e, frate.
Get.
It was at this point that Sebastian would pull out a gun and begin shooting at the officer.
What? Coaie!
Sebastian's fear wasn't being caught for public intoxication. It was the unnerving thought that had the officer decided to search his bag, would an unregistered firearm be found, likely landing him a heavy sentence. Sebastian was just so relieved to be free from the situation that he wasn't even thinking about the words he was saying. You can tell he was willing to be entirely cooperative with the officer to get him out of the situation. He was outside, being told that he was free to go. However, after a small misstep in revealing that he had marijuana, caused a search to be warranted and a quick life-altering decision to be made.
Small Millennia.
He's running. He's going towards Millennia Convoy. Hotel Mike. White shirt, blue jeans. He got a black hand bag. He pulled out black Signal 0.
After this, the young man knew he made a grave mistake. However, after the first shot was fired, he knew his life would never be the same.
Ce prost
After a
e, mă,
small
frate.
shootout, the young man took his own life, preferring that
S-o sinucis.
over a life spent in prison.
What the fuck? N-aia da întorsătură de situație. Na, ce prost. Doamne ferește, ce prost. N-aia da întorsătură de situație, frate.